All right, welcome back. It's been a hot minute since I released one of my last videos. Today we're going to tackle the Stratholme 1 pull. This is the entire dead side pull. 240 some mobs, something like that, depending on patrols and things like that. There's some of those ghouls that just happen to wander around. And if consecrates are good, you can pick up some of the citizens and things like that. But just going to start off with saying, in Phase 1, I do not like this pull. It is complete. There's a not complete RNG, but it is difficult. There are things that can go wrong at any point that I don't really like. The whole run I think took like 5 minutes or so, like something like that. That being said, I still like to do Strath in 3 different pulls for Undead side, giving me a 12-minute clear. Of course, I can speed that up. I think the fastest I've been in and out was 7.5 minutes, something like that. But again, somebody said that Strath 1 pull was not possible in Phase 1. Well, I took that personal and kind of ran it down the pipe. 7 tries I think it took me, and I'm going to kind of show maybe some of my fails in this video of where things went wrong, the gear I ended up choosing. So that being said, we're going to kick this off with some of the close pulls that were frustrating. Some are just complete dog shit, but that being said, let's hop into it. So my first pull, and I'll go over the whole pull once I go to the live video, made it all the way to the end. I pop land hands, and I'm thinking like, shit, maybe I can pull this off. You can see I'm struggling with the A-bombs knocking me back. I bubble, but Trinket is still about a minute out by the time I bubble, and I'm thinking, shit, I'll just take off running. I'm out of mana, though. No potion, nothing left, and I'm just going to die here. And I'm kind of triggered at this point anyways. So here was a strategy where I didn't want to use my trinket at all. Like on the first pull, I try to make it all the way through the dungeon without using my trinket. Much less health going through it. At this point, I thought I honestly had the kill. But again, you can see I'm really struggling with these A-bombs. They're constantly knocking me off my consecrate. That being said, it was just like, shit, they weren't dying fast enough. The one I was targeting, of course, was getting parry hasted to death. Mana was going up, but I just fell over. So we're about halfway through my attempts, and at this point, I'm starting to realize that, my spell power items aren't enough. I'm using the defense rating, bad shield. I just realized, like, I'm fucking running out of gas at the wrong time. And again, here's another death. I just trying to kite, trying to survive to that second trinket, but even if that trinket would have been up, I would have been out of mana regardless. This is kind of one of those moments where I'm just like, man, maybe this is fucking impossible, and getting really triggered, just dying in the same spot every single time. So I throw on the shield, and at this point I kind of just click over my gear to prove, this is during Phase 1. Pretty high avoidance set. Repair my shield. I was testing it out earlier on the proc rate. I pull the 2 side mobs, and I run into the main hall here. You try to sneak past, pull the ads. Anaxramus summon some bats. I make my way down. I have it sped up right here because I just want to get to the first part where I will go in real time. Make it through. At this point, I'm like, alright, I know I'm going to use my trinket twice, so at this point, I turn. You always want to keep up Sanctuary. I hit my trinket, and what you want to do is, in this time as well, is you're going to judge Wisdom, and you're actually going to tank for a little bit to get your mana going back up. I get to about 80%, and I continue on. The second A-bomb has been pulled, but I stun it. I don't want to keep getting knocked up because I do have to turn around here at some point. I pull the final pack over here just via face pull, running close enough. I could have arcane tapped it, but, you know, so is the life of being a clicker. At this point, I hit freedom, and you're going to hit your swiftness potion, okay? You need a swiftness potion to get through, I call it the rat gate. I run under the rat gate. The mobs are going to pull the mobs on the left. I'm going to pull the mobs on the right. I go deep. I do not pull that back pack because it has a courier who just chain stuns you, and you would die in one stun anyways. Just making sure everything here gets aggroed. I run over face pull again. At this point, you're going to start getting knocked up a lot. When this shield procs, you can just see, I don't have anything up, but you can see I'm using Seal of Light at this point just to keep myself alive and buying time for my figurine of the Colossus to come back off cooldown. All the damage you're seeing is Sanctuary and Fellsteel Spike. So at this point, I've decided, okay, I've got the whole pull. I still have bubble. I hit it. I'm sitting good on mana too. So you'll see I Holy Light myself back up. Going on, Holy Light, Holy Light. So now I kind of want to start walking backwards. Sometimes the mobs just like to run behind you for a millisecond and hit you, which really sucks because I can't mitigate that attack. Trinket is now off cooldown, and it's time to go to the kill phase. So now I need to keep consecrates down. Again, the problem is these A-bombs knocking back, so I try to get myself into a corner, into a wall. Anything where you can use the lamps too. When you get knocked up, they'll hit you into the lamp and then you don't move. But again, with 3 of them constantly doing it, you're going to get tossed around a little. Sitting really good here. I understand, like, my mana's actually going to start going down. I'm running out of gas and I'm losing health, right? My shield is no longer procced. I don't have all those little mobs hitting me, the non-elites. And without that shield being procced, I probably should have swapped shields at this point. But I go for a bop. I go for Holy Light. I do hit my mana potion. But as bop ends, you've got to throw on Sanctuary. But at this point, the pull is over. All the exploding mobs have just died. All I got left is some A-bombs, which really are no threat. I just have to kill them. And I put them down. And then that was my whole pull. That was all the mobs. You can see my details. It's about a 1 million damage pull. I was kind of cheering, you know. I was happy, dancing. And the detail breakdown of all my damage I did right there. Alright. Again, guys, I don't recommend this. I went through 92% of my shield durability versus me getting like 3 runs normally with the 3 pulls. Remember, because your shield's taking hits way more than it should. In Tier 5, you get way more avoidance. You get more socket bonuses. Not bonuses, but more sockets in general. More shield block rating with Paladins. Don't recommend... Again, I don't recommend doing this, but if you want to do it, it is fun once you pull it off. You're going to need a high amount of shield block rating, just a high amount of avoidance versus level 58 mobs. I wasn't perfect, but I'm getting pretty close at this point. So I will show my stats. This is where I currently sit. Honestly, I'm almost full best in slot, technically, for Phase 1. Just a few items evade me at this point on Week 3. I look forward to releasing some future videos. My Nax 41 has been delayed because I don't like how the mobs are acting. You know, and me farming, that's really just kind of for a certain market as well. Ramps 1 pull has been very tricky, and I'm definitely going to need Tier 5 for that. Again, guys, I just wanted to make this quick video. Well, not really quick, but just kind of go over Stratholme 1 pull in Phase 1, and this will get a lot easier come Phase 2. You know, but doing Strath in 1 pull doesn't necessarily ever mean it's better than doing it in 3 pulls, because the amount of money you're going to be spending on repairing your shields in general just probably won't be worth it. Seriously. I really don't think it's worth it, so just stick to the 3 pulls. Doing it with one pull kind of allows you to go into live side, I guess. Technically, you could open the door and maybe do a few pulls in live side, but again, have fun in Stratholme Paladins. It's been an honor. And as always, hit that subscribe button, baby. Toss some comments up, rip on me. I don't care. I love you guys.